How did you come up with the idea?
That's a great question. So how I came up with this idea, I mean, if I were to truly go into its inception, I could probably go back over 20 years ago. I've been involved in education and social justice most of my adult life. Um, I was really involved in the early 2000s in the poetry workshops and the poetry slam poetry scene. And during that time, got involved in a lot of nonprofit organizations here in the city of Philadelphia. And through my journey of sort of seeing profit and nonprofit organizations and entities and how they work, I started to realize there was these overlapping emergencies that needed to be addressed in terms of um, how nonprofits needed to be more sustainable, self-sustaining, and not so dependent on certain grants and foundations and so forth. And then how the for-profit world perhaps needed to readjust a sense of what was a reasonable margin of profit and how they could still be profitable with taking into account not only social justice and humanitarian justice, but also ethical, ecological responsibility as well. So in my exploration through the arts and the poetry world and then into the martial arts world, I started to recognize there was also a need of a sort of a minimalist approach to life, I think, in this sort of modern day. And we now see a lot of the language about being a urban nomad or a digital nomad now. And so the combination of all these experiences brought me to this idea of what it is to be a moral guerrilla, sort of a guerrilla warfare tactics, but without the arms of military weaponry, having a sense of moral compass in what we do and how we approach the things that we, whether it be a vocation or an occupation, how we approach those things and can still hold ourselves accountable to that ethic.